Okay folks, just a quick one today. I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this Aixun T3B smart solder station. I'll apologise first for the clicking noise and the noise from my diesel heater in the office. It's rather cold here in Scotland today and I need a bit of heat in here. So up until now I've been struggling with some basic tools, but I've made the decision that if I'm going to be serious about the channel, then I need to start investing in some semi-decent kit. So to that end, I've taken delivery today of this Aixun TB3. It's not high end, I agree, but it's a good start and it's an affordable price. I'll quickly unbox it today and put it together and maybe do some small surface mount soldering with a test board that I've got. But just for disclosure, it's not a sponsored video. I have paid for this out of my own pocket. So it cost me approximately £120 shipped from AliExpress, and it was actually delivered here in the UK within 5 days, which I think was pretty impressive, as it did ship from China. So let's crack on and we'll get it set up. So let's get it opened. I've actually been in here before when it arrived just to make sure everything was there. Basically what we have is we've got a power cable with a Chinese death adapter, both of which will be going straight in the bin. We've got a smart docking station for the actual handle itself. I've ordered it with a T115 handle. I do have a 210 on the way. This one I intend to use for kind of smaller surface mount stuff. We've got 3 cartridges. We've got a fine tip, we've got a knife tip, and we've got a J tip as well. So we've got 3 of them. We've got an earth cable, which plugs into the back of the soldering unit itself. Some zip straps, bag of sweets. No, honestly folk, don't eat them, very dangerous. And we have the star of the show. This is I'll move the box out of the way. This is the Aixun TB3 unit itself. So you've got your power slot there, you've got the slot for the station, the smart station, and you've got your earth connector there as well. Aluminium, seems like a solid bit of kit. There's also a USB-C port on the side here, and that's for updating firmware, which I may do at a later date, but not today. So what I'll do is I'll get everything connected up and we'll get it switched on. So I'll get it switched on. And there we go. So I've already changed the language to English, but when you buy this out the box, you'll need to go into the menu and change the language from Chinese to English. So basically it's in the holder at the moment, so it's saying it's in standby. It's also detected that it's a T115 handle, so if I swap that over for the 210, it will detect the 210 handle. So if I take this out of the dock, it should start heating up, and that is absolutely rapid. That is insanely quick. So what I plan to do at some point, not today, is I'll get a temperature sensor for the soldering iron and we'll do a calibration on it. I can also set that to hold on, go back. I think I can also set it to, there we go, 380, and that takes iron straight up to 380. So you've got 280, 350 and 380 set out the box. So that iron's effectively now ready to solder. So if I put it back in the dock, there you go, it starts dropping back down. It drops down to about 30 degrees, I think. So what we'll do is I'll get a small test board and I'll bring in the microscope and we'll do a bit of surface mount soldering. So this is one of the reasons why I bought this, is so I can do surface mount, because I haven't really done much of it up until now. So please apologise for those that are experts. You're looking at an amateur here currently. So I'll get the board in and I'll get the microscope in and we'll do a bit of surface mount with it and we'll see how that goes. Okay folks, what I've got here is I've got a little surface mount resistor and I'll solder it onto these two pads. So the method that I employ is I'll put a little bit on one pad first, this one here. So I'll just put a bit of solder onto that pad, then I'll get the resistor and basically what I'll do is I'll slide it onto the pad once I've got the solder melted. And that's fixed, and I shall spin it round and then we'll add solder to the other side. And I'll need to give that tip a clean. I really should use a wee blob of flux on it, but and there we go. It's just safely on the pad. And we'll give that a quick clean. And there we have it. That looks pretty clean. Excellent. Yeah, I'm happy with that. As I say folks, that's, for me that's a game changer. For some it's quite basic, but for me it's going to be a game changer. What I might do is I've got a chip here, and I think this is part of the kit that I got. I may actually look at flow soldering that chip. Into place. As I say, flow soldering is something that I've never done before, so what I might do is I might try and get a wee bit of solder. Again, I'm not using any flux here, I should be using flux. So I've got some flux on, and what I'll do is I'll just drag, in fact I might actually use the low melt solder. That should be plenty. Just drag this across the pins. And there's still plenty of solder on there, so I'll grab the chip, bring that in, and just hold that in place. And that's solid, so give that a quick clean up. It's not exactly straight, but she's on and she ain't coming off. And I think that's okay for a first attempt. There we go, solid. Yep, there we go. Yep, everything's attached. Jobs are good. Excellent. So there it is, folks. The Aixun, whatever, TB3, and that's with the, I'll just turn that around so you can see, that's with the T115 tip. So I've got a T210 coming, and that'll do the kind of larger stuff as well. So there we go. Thank you for watching.